to bring on the weird. You're Elijah.
That's me. You're Will.
That's me. You ready to record the new show yesterday?
Yeah. How will we do that?
Oh, well, there's a real fun way. Maybe. We'll talk about it. If we're going to record tomorrow's podcast yesterday, we're going to have to go back through time. Backwards.
Yeah.
Forwards to yesterday.
How can we do that?
Wormholes.
Yeah, that seems to be one of the common theories, although they don't even know if they exist.
Well, what about all the walk-ins? Oh, wait. We're not talking about those guys yet.
Not yet. That's part 2, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Folks,
History of time travel.
Yeah, this is going to be a 2-parter because it's in-depth.
Yeah, things are going to get true. I'm ready to go on vacation after filling my brain with this stuff.
Yeah, me too, man. I was reading it. All the science involved. You really realize how dumb you are when you start reading about this stuff.
And then your vision just goes blurry.
Yeah. And then you wish you could go back in time and decide you want to do a different topic for the podcast. Instead of this, I read the 1895, I guess it's a novella, The Time Machine by H.G. Wells.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, after we decided to do this, I ended up reading that. That was a pretty cool story, man. I've never read it before.
You read the whole story?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's only, 300 pages, 400 pages?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's a novella. So, I mean,
there's 2 movies. They made an updated version of that movie. I don't know. It's been a few years now. 5, 6 years? I don't know. But there was another one that came out, I think it was before I was born, which was still pretty good. So now that you read the story, you should check out the movies.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I do want to see the movie now.
But I wonder what the science, did they talk about the science of how the time machine worked in that story?
You know,
I only remember the movies. I don't remember the book. I never read or listened to that.
Not much, but the very interesting thing was in it almost, have you heard of the Great Filter? It prevents civilization from getting too big for their britches, basically. Like they can't evolve past a certain point.
Okay.
Because then they get wiped out. And it almost describes that, because it seems like, when he gets to, what was it, 700
he went far into the future.
Yeah, I think it was 802,701 was the year. And basically the humans or whatever they were like devolved creatures. So what happened? The Great Filter was like, no, like it wasn't some kind of entity that said, oh no, we gotta dumb these people down. They're getting too smart. I don't know, if something just wiped them out, if humans wiped themselves out and then another sort of species evolved.
Some semi-sentient.
Yeah, there was 2 species of humans in that. There was the subterranean species and then the species that was on top of the planet. But it was pretty interesting. I'll have to check out the movie.
Yeah.
But that book or the novella or whatever you want to call it came out in 1895, and that was basically when it first got popularized. Time travel. I mean. Yeah. But there was a story that came out in 1881 called The Clock That Went Backward by Edward Page Mitchell. It was in the New York Sun. And that it's time travel, but not in the sense that they get in a machine and go where they want. In this, it says when the clock was wound, it would run backwards and transport nearby people back in time. But from what I saw, the author, he didn't really go into much detail about how the clock works. It wasn't a typical time machine, like I said.
What is a typical time machine?
Well, we might talk about that in the next episode, if they are to be believed.
Ooh.
Some of them are compelling.
Yeah, some are. Yeah. I like their stories, whether they're to be believed or not.
They're great stories. Fantastic.